stamped out first, but of course other specials and other weapons are gonna play.
Wave behind them. It's a wipeout. We can see that Rainmaker is being popped as we speak.
They're right in front of them when one of the members of Slay Kings are like, okay, where's the person who's behind? Oh, we aren't right now, but let me deal with that. What? Wait.
So you've got, another nice pick by Sniper as they're trying to dodge around the Zuka. They're able to get the Zuka here, and the T-Tech is going to rush in. Wow, but Amatsu is able to hold them off despite the MVP plays by Sniper.
If you clicked on this video, it means that you want to get into comp or searching a video to watch while eating. Either cases, welcome. My name is MK, and in today's video I will explain to you in the best possible way what you could and should do if you want to get into the Splatoon comp scene. As usual, don't forget to like and subscribe. Any support is welcome, so let's get started. Getting into the Splatoon comp scene is not an easy task, but it is not that impossible at the same time. You will have to go through difficult steps. For me, it wasn't easy. I decided to start my journey in early 2025, and it took me a while to set my foot in the comp scene. So here's what we're gonna go through this video. First, your weapon choice. Second, the role you're going to play in your team. Third, mechanics you should learn to improve your gameplay. Fourth, Discord servers you might need to join to find team and other resources. Fifth, Sendo Inc., where most of the magic happens. And for lastly, the SB association that might help you get started into your comp journey. And then multiple resources. This will be the last thing I'm gonna go through, and we will have a special guest from their part explaining to us. So without waiting another beat, let's get started. Not gonna lie, in low level comp the weapon doesn't really matter since you're starting it, and for reference this could be considered like when you put a baby in shallow water pool. Some may have floaties and others may have not, but what will make the difference is your ability to play and adapt to this new scene. But the more you push forward, the more the pool gets deeper, then any advantage is welcome. So we will divide the weapons in 3 categories. You first got what is meta, for example, heavy edit, splash, stamper, pencil. Then you have weapons that are not meta but that can rival them if you put in the time and energy, like Wiper, Z plus F, or Nautilus, or even Tentombrella. Tentombrella is a really good weapon. You got, and third, you got the miserable weapons that don't have any chance in the long run. You can mainly see these weapons in low level when players are still experimenting with their options. Not gonna lie, I used to be an Aerospray main and used to glorify this weapon when I started playing the game, since it was easy to play and it didn't ask too much skills from me to use it. Anyway, what I would recommend you doing is to choose a weapon that corresponds to your playstyle. You want to fight people close combat, then I recommend you trying Dapple Dualies or Carbon or Roller or Luna Blaster, etc. If you're more into flanking and attacking from different angles, I would recommend you playing the Wiper or Ink Brush or even Dually Squelchers. If you're more into painting department, I would recommend playing Splash, Zab, Dreadringer, Pencil, or even Mini. Either way, ProChild made a video about this and I recommend you to watch it. It will give you a better understanding in this subject. But remember, picking up a weapon isn't some quick thing. It's a long-term investment that you will need to work on. But the weapon you choose still doesn't feel right after a long time, or you're not improving in any way, then you should try to find another weapon. And also, if you consider playing multiple weapons, it's always suggested to keep your weapon pool with a decent amount of weapons. And what I say about this is to not put like 6 or 7 weapons and say you play all of them. I would consider you saying you only play 2 to 3 weapons. That's the best way to go. Okay, now since we explained about the weapon part, we will now focus into the role you're gonna play. Splatoon is not like other games where you have different classes that do different things like support or tank or DPS. In Splatoon you have support, Slayer, skirmishers, and you also had to divide them into backline, midline, and frontline. The thing is that anyone in your team can play the role, but certain weapons do it better. Like for backline, a pencil will do a better job than a splash since it has more range, but both weapons could be considered support since their objective will be to paint for their teammate and help them get into. For slayers, for example, a stamper or S-blast will do a better job than a T-Tech, but still the role you play in a match can shift any second. Splatoon 3 is a fast-paced game, and being able to understand and adapt to your situation is a must if you want to get higher. If you want to understand more about this, I will recommend watching these two videos, one by Coach Cookie and the other one by ProChara again. Now let's head to the game mechanics. These are used by high-ranking players in the games. These include strafing or sub-strafing and how to control your squid search. I don't know what it's called and I won't bother myself to research it. You may have seen that when you try to change direction while swimming, it takes a certain amount of time to do it, and since Splatoon 3 is a fast-paced game and those little frames you see may be what kills you or what helps you survive, so to shot strafing, this only works for shooters. So what will you do is swim one way, then change the other direction, but you need to pop out and shoot while you're doing that, or hold the ZR button for more simple if you want. Hold the ZR button for a quick second, go back to swimming, and you'll be able to change directions faster. Okay, for non-shooters, you would rather want to do sub-strafing. This is literally the same thing, the same steps, but you would rather want to hold the R button or the sub button and swim the other way when you pop out of swimming form. Hope you understood. Okay, now let's talk about wall swimming. Wall swimming or squid surging if you want. If you swim too fast or squid surge on a wall, it sends you flying a little bit. If you shouldn't, it wouldn't be a problem, but the more you climb the ranks, the more you will fight enemies that will react faster than and punish you. So it's good to learn it. You can repeat these movements in the lobby or do them in Salmon Run. Your choice. This part isn't really game mechanic, but more the talking aspect of comp. You have to be able to talk fast but not too much, and give the info your teammates need with few words. And to make it simple, each map's parts have different names, but if you want you can make different code names with your teammates. But at the moment, just use these. I will put a link in the description with every map and what each section should be referred to, so good luck. Now we arrived to the Discord servers section. These are mainly used by comp players mostly. These servers offer you the ability to post your FA post, or see the ones that teams post recruiting for new teammates in their ranks. So this could be the best place for you to promote yourself or find teams doing tryouts, like IPL or SBA for example. There isn't a lot for me to tell you here, but I will just put most of them in the description and you take a look, okay? Also, don't just go there expecting teams will pick you up. You need to prove that you are good at the game, like your X power is decent, and or some teams will usually pick a person with at least some comp experience, but either if they're interested in you, they might invest into you to shape you up. Here's a vid by Kate that kinda explains on how you will find team and what you should expect about them, okay? So before I end the video, we have a guest. His name is Wafflecat, and he will explain to you how the SBA works and how it will help you by giving you the necessary resources to bring you higher.
Hi, my name is Wafflecat, and as MK said, I'm a team manager for the Stronghold Beginners Academy. The academy is, in my opinion, the easiest way to get into competitive Splatoon. I think the hardest part is finding a team to play together with. In the Stronghold Beginners Academy, you will be provided a team with 3 to 4 other players. You will also be assigned a team manager who sets up sessions and does all the logistics, as well as a coach that sticks with the team throughout the program. The program usually lasts around 5 weeks, where you will be doing usually around 3 to 4 sessions per week. These sessions can be anything from scrims to casual team bonding. Everything will be adapted to how you and your team want to play together. At the end of the program, there is a big tournament called the SBA Showcase. This is where all the teams from the season play against each other to find out who will be the valedictorians. It's great fun, and I think joining this program might be the best decision I've made in years, considering it's helped me get over my social anxiety personally. If this sounds interesting to you at all, please go down in the description where you'll find an application form to join the Stronghold Beginners Academy Season 3. Registration closes June 8th, so don't wait too long. I look forward to seeing all the new students next season.
So I'm just adding this part for extra circumstances. Like always, do not forget most of the links that you will need are in the description. The different servers you might want to join, the different videos, they will be in the description, so hopefully you can find them. And also an extra note for the SBA, I'll put a link to the registration. It is easy, you just need to click the link, put the time you want to play. There's all the details. I'm not going to go overall and explain to you. You will see it's not hard. A 5-year-old could do it, so I trust you to handle it. Either way, thank you very much for watching the video and have a great day.